give you guys a healthy alternative to pasta. And this is my counterpart, Brandon Hernandez. I'm going to let him give you a little bit of background on him. So, Brandon?
I'm Brandon. I went to the University of Arizona to study nutrition. I'm a Tempe native, so I went to the rival school, but I decided to come back and pick fights with everybody. No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, nutrition. I originally was biochemistry. I thought it was too boring, and so I added on nutrition and have been with Kidzone pretty much ever since. So what Kidzone does, so Kidzone's been around for over 25 years. They're a before and after school program run by the city of Tempe. They are at schools, almost every school in Tempe. And so the kids get dropped off in the morning, 30 minutes, an hour before school starts, they come to Kidzone, they go to school, they can come back to Kidzone in the afternoon till about 6 o'clock. So while the parents are working, we're there for them. It's at the school, so the kids aren't having to worry about where to go. It works out well. Kidzone has always prided itself on its quality, and so they're always looking for ways to improve. And in about 2001, they added the Nutrition Education and Obesity Prevention Program. And that was funded by the federal government, the United States Department of Agriculture, and then that money was given to the state, and then that money was given to us. And what we try to do is, we're in disease prevention. So we're trying to get our target audience, which is the kids of our program and their parents and our families, we're just trying to give them nutrition education, prevent disease later on in life. And one of the things with kids, I guess one of the secrets about obesity prevention and disease prevention is, you'll hear a lot of food marketers talk about the certain fad diets and everything, but really, the biggest secret is just eating more fruits and vegetables. And so that's really what we do. We try to educate about eating a balanced diet and eating more fruits and vegetables. And of course, kids, they hate the color green when it comes to food. And really, that's just a fear of it. Maybe they've had one bad experience with one food and then they use that for the rest of them or whatever. So we get them involved, we get them cooking. If they're involved in the process, they'll be more likely to try these scary foods. And then, we try to make the food taste good, because once we get them to try it, and then they end up liking it, and then boom, we've got some actual change. Because it's one thing to know what to do, but then it's another thing to actually do it. So we have a gardening instructor and we have a gardening program, and we promote gardens to get them again. Because if they garden and grow their own vegetables, they're not as afraid of them. They're more likely to try them, and so we do a lot of different approaches to get kids to try to want to eat healthier. Because they do. Even though the adults are buying the food, the kids do have a say. I remember when I was a kid, I got my family to switch from 1% milk to whole milk. So I went the wrong way. And it was funny now, I just didn't know any better. So now I think whole milk is too thick and creamy, and it's not, no thank you. So we're really, that's pretty much our program in a nutshell.
I did want to introduce our assistant, Ariel Kane. Ariel is one of our nutrition instructors. She is out at the site every single day teaching kids about eating healthy. And Ariel is an Arizona State student. Woo!
All right.
Yeah! Sorry, Brandon. And she's majoring in nutrition. So she is going to be helping us today. And I did also want to introduce our gardening instructor, Mary Bozen. Mary is a retired school teacher, and she came to Kidzone to teach our gardening program, or take over our gardening program. So make sure you guys stop by her table. She's at our info booth today. So make sure you guys stop by and say hi. So are you ready to get started? Are you guys ready? Are you excited for this?
We're ready.
Okay. I am not as loud as Brandon, but I'm gonna step over here and I'm just gonna yell. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you guys all hear me? I wash my hands, so I just, all right, so just today's objective is mainly going to be, we are using the spiralizer. Are any of you familiar with the spiralizer? Got a couple, okay. So we actually have some spiralizers that we're gonna give you guys today to try. This is mainly just a starter spiralizer, so you guys can purchase one that's way better. But basically what we're gonna be doing today, we have 3 pasta recipes that we're gonna show you how to make some different alternatives. Instead of utilizing noodles, we are going to use zucchini and some summer squash noodles, and also a spaghetti squash. So Brandon's gonna get started with the spaghetti squash.
All right, so has anybody ever had spaghetti squash before? Raise your hands. Oh, quite a few. Okay, cool. So the cool thing about spaghetti squash is the inside, when you like fork it out, it kind of looks like spaghetti. So I'm just gonna get that started real quick. The easiest way to cook spaghetti squash is in the microwave. So what I'm gonna do, because if I just put it in the microwave right now, it would explode. So I'm gonna just take a regular fork and I'm just gonna poke a ton of holes in it to let the air escape. And then I'm going to stick it in the microwave for about 20 minutes to cook. So I'm just getting that started now because we don't all want to be staring at a microwave. I don't think there's a... You want to help me?
It would be really fun to see it explode though, let's be honest.
Oh, that's not the greatest of forks. Here we go. I think that should be good.
That seems to be
We broke the forks.
Okay, so while this is cooking in the microwave, and I hope it doesn't explode behind me, I'm gonna get started with a chicken and parsley and lemon spaghetti. So I've got my pan up here that's being heated up. If you don't want to use oil, you can always use low sodium chicken or vegetable broth as kind of a replacement for oil. So I'm just gonna use about a 1/4 cup. Woo! That is hot. I'm gonna get that going. And I've got 1 clove of garlic that I already minced. So I'm just gonna add that. Just gonna turn this down a little bit. So you never really want your garlic to get too brown. Just gonna mix this up a little.
Oops,
Add a little bit more broth. Sorry, I know that beeping is really annoying. All right. So let me get that going. Make sure it doesn't get too hot or burn. I think I might have got my pan a little bit too hot, but that's okay. All right. So once the garlic is cooked a little bit, usually you want to cook it till it's pretty fragrant. And it's definitely fragrant, we can see that. So I always like to add a little bit of spice. I don't know about you guys, but I personally like a little bit of spice. I have just a pinch of red chili.
Grams for sodium. So, so all I'm doing, I'm gonna just basically be heating this stuff up. Really hot. There's our sauce. There's our noodles, and we're gonna just let the noodles cook for a couple minutes, and then that'll be ready too. These are very long.
They are they're long.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun trying to
So, but as you notice with the spiralizer at your table and the one that we use for this, each brand has different levels of how well they cut. So this one apparently is very well done. Was it good? You liked it? You guys got forks over there?
Does everyone have a fork?
You want water? Oh, okay.
There's actually
Hey, you guys, is there anybody over? They're out of water over there. Is there anybody working? Is anybody working over here? Thanks.
they're all in the back.
Okay. Thank you.
This is awesome.
Thanks. It's going good.
Yeah. That's what I heard. 90% turnout or something.
Hey guys, we've got some more zucchini noodles that are cooking. I did just want to show you the spiralizer that I used for these noodles. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit better than the ones that you guys have, but this is the one that I got at Target. I'll show you here in just a minute. Oh, it's right there. It's right here in front of me. So what you can do with the zucchini is you can just put it in the top here, and then you put this in the lid or in the top of the zucchini and spin. The one downside is the noodles are extremely long. So I even cut these in quarters, these noodles, and they're still very long. So it's up to you. You can make them as thick or as thin as you like. Go ahead and pass this around to slice one. So it looks like our spaghetti squash has not exploded. Yay, that's good news. We've got about a minute left for it to cook, and we're going to continue passing out the zucchini noodles while this is still cooking down. So feel free to just enjoy your food. Give us just a couple of minutes.
Bad. Done already? Cool. Yeah, as you can see, it's going good. Just relax. I don't think we need to do much right now. So. Oh, okay, that's fine. That works. Oh, I thought. You see, maybe you can go look and see if anybody works back there. They all speak Spanish, but it's probably like a thing of ice really badly because I'm gonna make some protein drinks for everybody.
Everyone that's already tried the zucchini with the marinara sauce, what do you guys think? Do you think it tastes just like regular spaghetti, or what do you guys thought? It tastes just like regular. What about the kids? What do you guys think? Does it taste like regular spaghetti? Regular. Maybe? They're like, I don't know if I would have tried.
So the nice thing about these noodles is that it is a good alternative to actual like whole wheat pasta. It's a good way to add some extra vegetables into your diet. And they're super easy as well. Super easy to cook. Like Brandon said, this was 2 ingredients, so if you're in a hurry, it's always a good idea. So Ariel's going to come around with some more zucchini noodles just so you guys can try them out, and then we're going to get started with the spaghetti squash.
And it's also known
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just heat some of the ingredients for the spaghetti squash. This just gives it a little extra flavor. Again, you can use chicken broth, you can use olive oil. We use a low sodium chicken broth. Just get that heated up just a little bit. And then what I add to this, I just add some garlic and 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 cloves of garlic that I've already minced. And you just want to heat this up again to where it's flavorful, not burnt. It does smell delicious. Thanks, Brandon. All right. So then once these get heated up, usually about 30 seconds is about all it takes to heat this up, so it's nice and flavorful. The flavor gets into the broth. So it looks like our spaghetti squash isn't done, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have you guys try the rest of these zucchini noodles with this extra added flavor. How does that sound? So that way you guys know you don't have to always cook your spaghetti squash in the oven. You can always cook it in the microwave too for about 20 minutes. Usually it takes about 20 minutes. This one might have taken about 25. So after the oregano and the garlic get a little bit heated up, okay, go ahead and add those noodles, and I'm going to tear these up a little bit just so they're a little bit smaller. And then what you want to do is just let these cook down just a little bit to whatever your desired noodle consistency might be. It might be a little bit crisper, some people like it a little bit soggier, and that's okay too. You guys might be getting a little corkscrew pasta. The spiralizer that I use sometimes produces these, so you guys can enjoy that as well. So once your noodles get heated up a little bit, I just add the sauce. And you generally want to cook the sauce down, or you just want to cook it to where it's warm, so it kind of heats everything up a little bit. And again, the low sodium is always a better option to use. You just want to mix it around really well. And then I also brought some low-fat mozzarella cheese that just gives it a little extra flavor. So that's always fun. And cheese is always delicious. I don't know about you guys, but I love cheese. It also gives you the added dairy component as well. And again, you can add the cheese while it's still cooking, or you can add it afterwards. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and add it so it'll be a little bit melted when you guys try it.
Yeah.
And you can add as much or as little cheese as you like. I'm just going to add about a 1/4 cup. And just let it cook down a little bit, get nice and warm, have it heat up, and then we'll go ahead and pass this out as well. So while we're waiting for this, does anyone have any questions about anything? Kidzone, Weight Loss Institute? I'm sure Katie could answer that for you. No, we're all good? All right. We're just gonna enjoy this pasta. You guys want to eat lunch? We're just giving you so many samples. It's like Costco, right? You just go for the samples, right?
wrong.
turn it on.
Oh shoot.
I'm hoping this didn't short out.
Why is these lights like off? That was turned off. That's weird. Because it was just working, right?
Yeah, it was just working. It's
Somebody, I don't know who would have hit that, but it was off.
weird. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Minor technical difficulties. This is heating up really fast. We'll have this out to you in just a moment. Well, the electricity just went off. And again.
Maybe it's shorting. Maybe the microwave is shorting it.
Microwave is shorting out.
Okay, that explains it.
Yep. Okay. So